Party Next Door, and and Drake dropped some sexy songs for you. Let me see how many songs it was again. Um, the total of 21 songs. As of now, they are number one on Billboard. So salute and congratulations to Drake and Party Next Door on that. Uh,
Congrats to them.
we don't really care about numbers. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I know you agree with me, but uh, I don't really care about numbers. As long as the music good. If the music is good, the numbers are going to do what the numbers do.
Right.
Um, so yeah, so let's talk about the album. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go
You
ahead
gonna
and
let
let
me
you.
go first? Okay. All right. So to me, when I first heard that they were coming out with this album, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good because Drake and Party Next Door have never made a bad song.
Yeah,
There's levels though. Some of their songs are harder than others.
yeah, absolutely.
First listen, my first thoughts when I listened, I was like, all right, I gathered some songs for new music. They were good, but none of the lyrics really was an instant quotable for me, like I'm used to from them. But that's
Okay,
on me for comparing it to their previous work. Now, before my complete second run through, I saw a think piece on Twitter that basically said this is an album about lust, love, and heartbreak from the perspective of wealthy niggas. And that's where Drake is right now. Like, it won't necessarily connect with his original audience. The Take Care days are over.
yeah,
And Take Care was more about, maintaining balance within the growing wealth and fame and relationships prior to that. He's gone. Like, the balance is gone. He is the rich nigga.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, the old music that we're used to ended when nothing was the same. And yeah, what else? And then that analysis to me ate like because this is Drake's growth. Like, this is where
yeah.
he
It
is
is.
now and where the music reflects that. So I'm gonna stop comparing him to him. And yeah, overall I enjoyed it though. I did on my second listen, I did get quotable and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. The pen
Yeah,
seems to be
there's.
penning again.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The pen seems to be penning again.
Yeah, there's definitely some quotables in there. Like
Yeah.
if you pay attention to what's being said, like you said on your second time around. Because usually on your second time around, that's when you typically like listen and for lyrics and stuff. The first time you just actually trying to hear good music. I know that's how it is for me.
Facts. It's more beat focused at first listen, like, oh shit, this is
Yeah,
hard. And
the
then
second listening. Yeah, then the
far as
second.
P&D, I'm like, is he ready to be a bigger artist now? That's what is given after P4 and then coming into this. And then
Yeah,
them going number one. Like, you might not have a choice, P&D.
you might not have a choice. Especially if everyone. Well, they are, but I don't know if it's more so of a Drake thing. If they are gravitating towards his sound, I don't know if it's more so. Is it because it's just Drake, or is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna see. And
Yeah,
if they
you'll
go
see
on
how it
tour, I'm
transition.
definitely going.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be the most toxic party of the year.
Facts. OD.
All right, so my opinion. So let me pull up this 1 through 3. So the intro, I damn near did the whole album, with majority of the album. Um, so 1 through 3. I love how it transitions from an early Drake vibe to a party beat later on in the song, and he gets a chance of getting in his bag. I loved it that way. How they formatted those first 3 records. Um, Crying in Chanel was okay to me. Spider Man versus Superman. Um, Spider Man, Spider Man, Superman. Excuse me. Into Deeper. That transition is crazy. Deeper was by far one of my favorite Party Next Door tracks on here.
Hmm.
Easy said. Um, I said I said on the song Deeper. I was like, what did I say? I was like, P&D was getting his shit off. Bro said, I watch you hit that 42 like it's Sprite. That nigga don't know what he doing. So you told me keep it quiet. Since he don't know your desires like I do.
Yo, just toxic.
Yeah, just toxic as hell. What else would I say? Okay, small town fame. Um, you might hate this take or dislike it, but I said small town fame. What the chat GPT version of Marvin's Room? I don't mean that in a bad way though. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like
Nah, I feel you.
I
It's
mean that
like,
like a super advanced version of it. Yeah.
yeah, and he was sampling himself on this. Like,
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
you
was.
can't.
Houston,
That's a
Houston.
fire ass move.
Yeah, that's a fire move on that song that he did that. When they did it, when he played it at the end, I was like, yeah, that's fire. That he
Oh,
sampled
D.
it. What was I getting ready to say? So Penny's Dilemma. I was like, Penny's Dilemma is about going out with friends that don't hold you accountable when you drink and cheat. I said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm 100% sure that those friends have more than likely had that conversation with that drinker slash cheater.
Oh, facts. It's never the first time.
Yeah. But I love it that Penny's Dilemma song. I like when Drake does that, like the Yebba Heartbreak. I like when
Yeah.
Drake does that. Like just give them a solo. Just give the record, just give the artist a solo interlude. I wish it was longer, of course. Um Brain Steel was okay. Give Me a Hug obviously was I ain't gonna say was the standout track, was the standout rap track for Drake. Um
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, for obviously just because he was rapping his ass off on Give Me a Hug. Um, from Rain in Houston's to Lasers, I liked it. Then in the middle, from the run of Meet Your Padre to what was it? Is it Nokia? Yeah, that 3 song run. I'm like, okay. After my first time listening, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
I'm like this shit all over the place. But then
Like,
on my
we're
second
doing a
listen,
lot.
yeah, on my second listen, I'm like, I'm glad that they did diversify like their sounds, like attempted to try to do something. And they did it on a quick 3 run. It ain't like it was the whole bottom half or a whole album of this. It's a quick sample of what they would sound like on those records. So I'm definitely not mad at Nokia. I'm definitely not mad at Metro Padre. And I think it's Die Trying or it might be Lasers. That's the different type of song. I think that's pop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then from the rest on down, I'll if I had to rate this album out of a 10, I'll give it like a 9 out of 10 for me. Honestly, the only take that I would have is that I wish I would have got more Party Next Door.
Yeah, facts. Because at some points it's like, okay, is this a joint album or a Drake
Yeah,
album?
yeah, it's just a joint album or a Drake album for sure. I was like, because I heard way more songs with 21 on it than Party Next Door
Right.
on their collab album. But I would have loved to hear like them switch it up. Party first, Drake at the end, Drake in the middle, party however they gonna do it. But I would have loved to hear Party Next Door for sure some more.
Facts.